Who's your Cavender? Everybody's got a Cavender in their life. That guardian angel type. The meddler. The fixer. The one who thinks they know better than the plan that's already perfect. Cavender was supposed to be a helper, right? A heavenly representative with good intentions and bad timing. He shows up to rearrange lives that never needed rearranging. He's the archetype of the ego dressed as benevolence. And that's the trick of the Cavender spirit. It believes love fixes form. It believes salvation is improvement. It believes in better jobs, bigger homes, shinier smiles, and happier lives. But in the Twilight Zone, every time Cavender meddles, he only delays peace. Because the moment you try to fix what's not broken, you affirm that it is broken. That's what the ego does. It masquerades as the well-meaning friend, the helpful parent, the motivational voice. I know what's best for you. I can make it better. But how can the limited know what limitless looks like? How can the finite fix infinity? Remember that old show, Father Knows Best? How could the father know best when he's still identifying with a body, with limits, with fear? Jesus said, "Let all things be exactly as they are." That's not passivity, that's divine trust. The moment you let things be, you stop acting as the author of illusion. You stop being a Cavender. So who's your Cavender? Who's always trying to fix your imagined self? The boss who cares? The friend who advises? Or maybe the mind that narrates, "If only I could just get this one thing right." That's the inner Cavender, whispering that perfection can be improved. But spirit doesn't fix. Spirit reveals. Spirit doesn't meddle in the dream, it awakens you from it. The Holy Spirit is not a better Cavender. He's the quiet contrast to the entire premise. He doesn't rearrange illusions, he shows they were never real. So maybe the real question isn't who's your Cavender, but when do you stop playing his role? When do you stop trying to tidy up the dream world and start remembering the dreamer? Because when you truly let all things be exactly as they are, you'll see there was never anything to fix. The meddler will retire, the fixer will rest, and the Cavender in your mind will finally clock out of heaven's time card. And in that silence, what remains isn't improvement, it's peace. But let's go deeper. Who's your Cavender when guilt whispers that you're behind schedule? When fear tells you to manage what was never yours to control? Who's the one saying, "If I don't do it, no one will"? That's the false self taking attendance in God's classroom, marking itself present in a lesson it was never meant to teach. The Cavender voice believes the dreamer can fix the dream. It believes the mind that made the problem can also make the solution. That's the blind leading the blind, the ego counseling the ego, the prisoner lecturing the cell about freedom. And it all sounds so noble, doesn't it? Let me help. Let me intervene. Let me save them. But who asked you to play God? Who gave the puppet the director's chair? Cavender's mistake is not kindness. It's arrogance disguised as care. He doesn't trust the script already written in light. He thinks the divine plan could use a few of his edits. But how can time improve eternity? How can one shadow adjust another to make it cast more holy light? Every Cavender move says, "I know," but only love knows. Every "I can help" says, "I see the problem." But only the ego sees problems. Spirit sees completion. Spirit sees the dream as over. So when Cavender shows up, inside or outside, trying to upgrade God's perfection, you can smile gently and step aside. Let him tinker. Let him rearrange the furniture in a house that doesn't exist. And watch, without judgment, how it all collapses back into peace. Because the world is full of Cavenders, bosses, parents, politicians, teachers, preachers, therapists, and lovers, all convinced they're the redeemers of a broken system. But the real Redeemer doesn't fix the system. He awakens from it. And that's what Jesus meant when he said, "Let all things be exactly as they are." He didn't say, "Let all things stay as they are." He said, "See through them. See that nothing here needs adjustment because nothing here was ever true." So the next time a Cavender comes along, inside your mind or outside in form, thank him for his service, bless him for his effort, and then gently remind him, the world was never yours to fix. Heaven didn't ask for a manager. It asked for a witness. And when you stop meddling, when you stop trying to take God's place, you become that witness. You see the perfection Cavender could never see. You stop being the blind leading the blind and become the one who sees there were no eyes at all. And in that seeing, all Cavenders dissolve into light.